Hello friends from the internet. Welcome to jamiljiral. I am Jamil Silva, and in today's episode I'm gonna show you how I can solve a problem with my Camtasia 2022. The problem that I'm having with this program is that every time I turn off my computer and turn it on back again, I have to follow some procedures to be able to restart Camtasia, because every time I turn on my computer back again, I will open Camtasia to make a screen recording, and it doesn't work at all. It opens and make a beep sound, and then it doesn't open anymore. Even if I restart my computer, it doesn't work. So I had to follow some procedures that the support tech gave me. I had to be in touch with the support for the Camtasia to solve this problem for quite a while. First, they gave me some pre-steps that didn't work, and then they passed me on for more advanced users, and they gave me these other steps. So if you're having this problem with Camtasia, I believe these steps will solve it. Of course, if you have Camtasia, maybe you can try to use this support, and they will help you too. But if you want to save up some time and see if those steps work for you, just fine, you will save up some time. Some steps I cannot do them because Camtasia is on, so I'm not going to be able to follow all those steps here, but I will just explain them to you. So if you're having problems with your Camtasia 2022, if you open it and it doesn't open and you have to do many things, or you're not able at all to turn it on, let's try to follow those steps. So that you can see here, I have Camtasia. The version is the version 22.3.0. I've just updated this version, so it's the most recent one. Here I have Camtasia open. Okay, well, first thing we have to do with those steps given me by the support team from Camtasia is this. The first step is to certify if Camtasia is running. Of course, my Camtasia is running because I am recording this screen, so I expect that to happen, otherwise I wouldn't be able to record this screen. As I'm using a Windows computer, to verify if Camtasia is working after you try to open it and it didn't open at all, is to use the simple short keys, which is Control, Alt, and Delete key. You go to Task Manager, and here you will verify, we'll see if Camtasia is on or not. In my case, it is expected to be on because I'm using Camtasia, and it is here. Of course, I have all the apps on. It means that I have 5 apps on, and one of them is Camtasia. Just in case you don't see Camtasia in here, maybe it is running in a background process, then you go here and verify if Camtasia is here. You see all the list. It's quite easy to see because you have the thumbnail. You can see the thumbnail of the program, so it's easy to recognize it. Okay, we have here snag it. You can see you have the symbol, so it's quite simple to see if the program is running or not. In my case, the Camtasia program is here in a running app. So in this case, as I'm having problem with Camtasia, I will click it to select it, and I will press End Task. As soon as I press here, the program will close it, totally close it, and finally close it. Many programs, maybe when you don't see them here, maybe they are here on the background process, and it means the program is running. Of course, I'm not going to press here, because if I do that, it will close Camtasia, and I will not be able to record this screen. In your case, you press End Task. After that, let's go to the second step, which is, as I'm using a computer with Windows, you're gonna press the Windows key and the key R. Okay, with this open, you will go to the third step, which is to type Regit. I'm gonna just press Ctrl C and Ctrl V and Ctrl V here. I'm gonna press OK. I'm gonna confirm this because I want that. And here I have this registry editor. The next step that you have to follow is to go through this path to find the paste Camtasia Studio, the TechSmith, Camtasia, Studio, and the folder 22.0. As there are many folders in here and it's quite hard to look for them, it's quite simple just to press Ctrl+C, and here you type Ctrl+V, press enter, and you go straight to it. So if you want, I will try to remember and let this in this video description so that you can do the same. You just copy and paste here, and it's going to be easier for you to find, because if you can see, there are many folders, and sometimes it's quite complicated to find the path. So if you just press Ctrl+V, you will go straight to the folder that you want. Okay, now we are ready to go to the next step, which is we have to right click on the folder, on the 22 folder, right click on this folder and choose export. This is a kind of a backup because if something goes wrong, you have this folder here and you can put it back again. So give it a name. Let's give it a name like 22 because it's the same folder. And let me see. It's going to save it in the desktop folder. Okay. Let's now save. Now it's there. Let's see if it's okay. It's here in the desktop. Okay, let's go back to Camtasia and to that editor. Now let's move on to the next step. It is to save up. We did it. We just did it. And now let's do the next step, which is to right click on this folder and choose delete. That's why you have to make a backup of this folder. When you make delete, I'm not going to delete it now because as I'm using Camtasia, it's going to be a problem. But once you delete, you close this tab and go to the final tab, to the final step, which is try to open Camtasia. And if Camtasia opens, it means that everything is fine now. In my case, I have to follow this step every time I turn on my computer, every time. And I'm happy that I have this to follow because I'm able to use Camtasia. The bad thing is that you lose some configurations. For example, one of the configurations that you lose, and for me, which is very important, when you go here, for example, and press the button record, and you go and press in tools, and in tools you go to preferences and files. It goes back to automatic file name. When you finish the recording, the program will attribute an automatic name and will save it in a folder chosen by Camtasia. In my case, I like to have this option clicked because every time I finish a recording, it will prompt for me to write the recording's name and choose a folder to save it. And some other configurations that I may have to redo it. It's been quite a while since I bought this Camtasia 2022. I've been having this problem, and I've talked to the support team and it didn't work. At least they gave me this that I can kind of work. But it shouldn't do that. They should work it more carefully because when a new program comes up, it seems that nowadays we are testing the program for them, and when we have a problem, we have to be in touch with them, and they will try to resolve the problem with us. And when this problem becomes more frequently, they turn it into a new version to solve the problem for many users. And that's it for today. That's today's episode. I hope that if you're having problems in opening your Camtasia 2022, you'll be able to solve this problem following those steps that I gave you. And that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Maybe you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot. And I'm going to be very happy if you do that. I'm going to be very thankful if you do that. So that's it for today. See you in our next episode. Bye bye.